This is the iPhone 14 Pro and this is the iPhone 16 Pro, two of the most powerful flagship smartphones by Apple. My name is Prakhar, you're watching Gizmo Rush, and in this video, I'll compare them side by side to see which one is the better value in 2025. I'll be covering everything from performance and battery life to cameras and new features. So without wasting any time, let's jump right in. Let's start with the most important factor, pricing. Since Apple has discontinued the production of the iPhone 14 lineup, there are no new units available. You'll either have to go for a refurbished one or a used one. You can find one offline or on Amazon for about $550 or 60,000 INR. On the other hand, the iPhone 16 Pro with 128 gigs of storage will cost you around $900 or 112,000 INR. Let's start with the build. In terms of build, the 14 Pro comes with a stainless steel frame, while the 16 Pro offers a titanium build. They both offer a matte textured glass back for better grip and fewer fingerprints. The 14 Pro is the last iPhone Pro model to feature the silent switch. After that, the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro has this customizable action button. The 16 Pro also comes with this camera control button that lets you easily control the camera of your iPhone through gestures. Since both the devices are IP68 rated, you can shoot underwater videos with them. The 14 Pro comes with a 6.1-inch LTPO Super Retina XDR OLED display with a 120Hz ProMotion. The iPhone 16 Pro increases the screen size slightly to 6.3 inches, making it better for content consumption. They both support HDR10 and Dolby Vision, and they both have 2000 nits of peak brightness. In the display department, there's almost no difference except for the slightly slimmer bezels. Now, let's talk about performance. The iPhone 14 Pro runs on A16 Bionic chip, which is still powerful in 2025. However, the iPhone 16 Pro is powered by the A18 Pro chip, built on a 3nm process, offering improved efficiency and more computing power. Benchmark score shows a significant boost in CPU and GPU performance of the 16 Pro. So, if you're into gaming or heavy tasks like 4K video editing, the 14 Pro will do the job, but the 16 Pro will definitely provide you a better experience. I played PUBG on both these devices. The iPhone 14 Pro offers Ultra HDR settings at Ultra FPS and HDR settings at Extreme FPS. Even on the highest settings, the gameplay remained smooth. The device did get a bit warm, but nothing major. As for the 16 Pro, it offers same settings, HDR at Extreme FPS and Ultra HDR at Ultra FPS. However, the 16 Pro consumes less battery and remains comparatively cooler. So overall, both the iPhone 14 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro are definitely great for gaming. When it came out, the iPhone 14 Pro was a huge upgrade with a 48-megapixel main sensor, which significantly improves the detail and low-light photography. The iPhone 16 Pro keeps the same sensor but improves image processing with AI enhancements. However, the major change between the camera setup of the 14 Pro and the 16 Pro is the ultra-wide lens. The 14 Pro has a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, whereas the 16 Pro bumps it up to 48 megapixel. Both phones support 4K 60fps video recording, but the 16 Pro additionally supports 4K video recording at 120fps. I tested the cameras of both the devices. Here are some samples. So both the iPhone 14 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro offers 4K video recording at 60fps. The iPhone 16 Pro also offers a spatial photo and video mode, in which it captures 3D photos and videos that you can view using a 3D headset like the Apple Vision Pro. Besides this, there are definitely some subtle improvements in the overall camera output of the 16 Pro. As for the battery life, the 16 Pro offers a bit more battery backup as compared to the 14 Pro. While the 14 Pro claims about 23 hours of video playback, the 16 Pro gives about 27 hours of video playback on a full charge. They both support fast wired charging and MagSafe wireless charging. And using a 20-watt adapter, they can both charge up to 50% in just 30 minutes. However, keep in mind that if you're buying a second-hand or refurbished iPhone 14 Pro, then it might give different battery backup depending on the battery health. So make sure to check the battery health if you're going for a used 14 Pro. The iPhone 14 Pro launched with iOS 16 and it is expected to receive updates until iOS 21. The iPhone 16 Pro comes with iOS 18 out of the box, with extended software support until iOS 23 or later. However, keep in mind that the iPhone 14 Pro will not receive any of the AI features that are yet to come with Apple Intelligence. AI features will only come to iPhone 15, iPhone 16 and later lineups. It's because Apple Intelligence requires at least 8 gigs of RAM to function without affecting the core device functions. And since the 14 Pro has 6 gigs of RAM, it can't support Apple Intelligence. If you already own the iPhone 14 Pro, then the 16 Pro isn't a must-have upgrade, unless you need the periscope zoom, AI features or a slightly bigger screen. On the other hand, if you're buying a new device in 2025, then the iPhone 16 Pro is definitely the better choice, offering a faster processor, better battery life and improved cameras and Apple Intelligence that is yet to come. However, if you're upgrading from an older model like the iPhone 11 or iPhone 12, then the 14 Pro could be a more budget-friendly yet substantial upgrade option. So, which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button and subscribe to Gizmo Rush for more tech comparisons, reviews and tests. This is Prakhar signing off and I'll see you in the next one.